Hey guys, just going to do a quick review on the Aqua One Nautilus 2700 UVC canister filter with a built-in UV light. With the 2700, it moves about 2700 litres per hour, so it is quite a beefy canister filter. It does use a bit of power though. Unfortunately, it uses about 32 watts when you're using the filter alone, plus another 5 watts if you were to use the UV filter. I've already unboxed this unit, so we'll just have a quick look at it now. It is quite big. It measures about 32 centimeters by 32 centimeters, and the height is about 49 centimeters. So just make sure before you purchase this unit that you can fit it into your cupboard, unless you're going to keep it outside. So what we'll go through first, we'll go through just what's included or what the filter looks like. So up the top here, you've got 4 of these clamps. So 2 of these clamps are connected to the canister itself, and 2 are connected onto the top filter here. So you've got 2 on the sides here. Okay, pretty easy to undo, and you've got 2 here that are directly connected to the top. Okay, so that's what it looks like inside the filter. So inside the filter you've got 4 baskets. Each basket is labelled. You'll notice there's a little arrow just here and also an arrow here. When you're putting the baskets back, you need to make sure both arrows are pointing to that side. So taking out the first basket, okay, pretty straightforward. You've got a little handle there. Okay, so in the first basket you've got your blue filter, so that's your coarse filter, and underneath there you've got your, I think Aqua One call this the Bio Nood. So that's both mechanical and biological filtration. Unfortunately, with the media here, it's actually quite thin. I measured it, it's about 1.8 centimeters, so 18 millimeters. So it is quite thin. I'm not really happy about that. Moving on, your second basket just over here, again, you've got your blue filter, just take that out. Okay, so blue filter again, same thickness, but you've got a different biological filter here. I think they call it Cerami Nood. So again, this is biological filtration. Okay. Third one, you've got your black filter. Okay, if you just open that up. Okay, again, you get your Cerami Sub. Okay, so black filter, okay, about 18 millimeters thick or thin, however you want to look at it. Looks like it's a decent amount there. And the last one, okay, basket number 4. You've got your black filter and also you've got your wool just in the bottom there. Okay, so that's pretty much the baskets, and that's inside the canister. So it's actually quite a big canister right there. Just on the top here, you've got your motor, your power head, whatever you want to call it. Just looking from behind here. Okay, this part here that's sticking out. That's where your UV light is located, and just in here is where your impeller is located. Okay. Moving on, you also get a box, okay, with your accessories. So in your box you get a, it's actually quite a long tube. This is your inlet tube, and at the end you'll put your strainer just there. You also get a spray bar, so also, again, this is a pretty long spray bar, 3 pieces. You get your taps. So, good thing is with this, I find it quite interesting, is that there's no taps here. To turn it off, you actually lift this up, and it blocks the tap itself. So, this is your tap that you turn it off. So when you want to, say, clean out your filter, what you do, you just lift this up and it closes off the taps. You also have an O-ring. Well, you do need to put the O-ring onto the canister itself. So don't forget to do that. You have your elbow. Okay, that is for your out hose, and you have your details in your other accessories in here for your input to suck in the water. Okay, you do get two hoses. Okay, these hoses are quite thick. Okay, very heavy duty. They're about 2 meters, and yeah, you get two of those. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Just a bit of a follow-up to my canister filter. I've been running it for a few days now, and I'm actually quite impressed with how quiet and how much water flow goes through this. Let me just get in closer, just so you can kind of hear, or try to hear, the filter, if you can. So I'm not sure if you could have heard that, but you only get a very soft hum, and I'm very impressed with this. So it's very quiet for the amount of water that pushed through. What I've done, I've put some tea towel just underneath here, just so it's easier for me to slide it out when I'm changing the filter media. Or forgot to mention, just on the side here as well, you do have a switch for the UV light. So if you wish to run the canister filter only and have the light turned off, you can actually just flick this little thing. It's a bit of an awkward position here, so you flick it out. Okay, so this comes out, and what you can do, you can just switch off the little switch here, and then that will just turn off the UV light, but it'll still keep the filter running. Okay, so just looking at the top here, I did have to mod my Aqua One case. What I was going to do, I was going to run the outlet pipe just along the top here. So what I can do is just easily replace the white wool and also the carbon. But I found just at the very end here, you got your hole there. It does make a loud gurgling sound, unfortunately. So what I've decided is I just had to mod the case a little bit here to put the return hose directly into the water, just in the bottom here. So I'll show you very shortly just how much water flow goes through it, but it is quite a lot. Just take note, I haven't cut the hoses yet, so when you do cut the hoses, you may find that you get a lot more water flow. So I've just taken off the top on my aquarium fish tank. So just looking at the side here, you've got your intake here, so it's pretty straightforward to set up. And you've got your return. Okay, so you've got your 3 spray bars there. So what I'll do, the good thing is what you can do is you can individually move each spray bar so you can see how much is coming out. So I'll just move that, hopefully that doesn't go up too fast. So you can have a look at the amount of water there. Okay, so as you can see now, that's pretty much the flow rate. So just take note, as I said before, I haven't cut these tubing yet, so there's still the full size of 2 meters. So when I do eventually cut them, I'm not going to cut them at the moment because I'm still playing around with this setup. But when you do cut them, you probably will notice that you will get a lot more flow coming out. So at the moment, this is with the stock media as well. I've only added a few extra matrix inside the first basket, so it shouldn't block that much of a flow, but considering that's a pretty decent flow, what I'll do, let me just take out the spray bar and I'll show you how much it just flows through straight from the pipe. Okay, so without the spray bar, just having a look at the flow here, you can see it's actually quite a decent amount. Personally, I wouldn't have it like this because it just causes too much turbulence for the poor fishes. So I'm gonna leave the spray bar connected to it. But as you can see there, I'll see if I can just lift it up a little bit more without spilling. Okay, so it's a decent amount of water coming through. Okay, which you would expect from this filter. If you do have any questions, just put them into the comments below. I'll try to answer them. But overall, I do think this filter is really good value for money. The only thing I don't like about it is the media. I do feel Aqua One were a little bit stingy with the media that came with the canister. So what I've just done is I've purchased an extra filter set and also 2 litres or 2 kilograms of matrix as well to put inside the baskets. But apart from that, I'm quite happy with this canister filter. So as I said, any questions, put them in the comment sections below and I'll try to answer them. Alright guys, catch you later.